All right, so we're gathered here today to go through some practice questions. The questions come from the Total Testers Training Hub, which is an online bank of test questions. A couple rules about what we're doing. The first thing is that this material comes from the Cybersecstudy content. So, we're just talking before we got started tonight about other course material. The common body of knowledge is the Bible. It's the most authoritative source, but all kind of good sources out there from Sean Harris to 11th Hour, a lot of other things that you're going to see the same terms. You may see different stuff in different ones, but no one source is going to have everything. So um, another rule is that we don't care if we pass or fail these practice tests, primarily because you can't trust practice test questions, and they're usually not anything like what you're going to see on the exam. So, and I haven't seen a lot of the questions that we're doing. I haven't seen them yet, so I'm right here with you and trying to figure out what's what. Another thing we're trying to get from these practice questions is just exposure to new terms, to new content that we haven't seen in other training material. And we're just trying to train our brains to get our brains ready for, for the pending battle. So I'll read the question out. Please don't blurt out the answer. Just announce when you're ready, and then once we get a couple of folks that are ready, we'll go ahead and reveal our answers. I encourage everyone to ask questions or offer comments. I encourage discussion as much as possible, but if we get bogged down too much, then I'll try to speed things up so that we don't take much more than an hour to get through these 25 questions. All right, any questions before we get started?
Are we using the chat, or are we just gonna say that we're ready?
Yeah, we're not going to use the chat. Just verbally announce that
Okay.
we're ready. Yep. All right, here we go. All right, question number one. Sam has to lay out his company's IDS schematic, intrusion detection system schematic. The VPN connections stop at the security gateway, and there are 3 SSL connections that take place from the gateway to the database, web server, and file server. Which is the best implementation for this environment? All right, so we've got an IDS. VPN stops at the secure gateway. 3 SSLs. All right. Take a guess. This is a pretty technical question. Probably one of the more technical ones we've seen, I think, so far. No takers? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go with Bravo.
Yeah.
Bro.
So you need a network intrusion detection system in the DMZ so that you can see all the traffic that comes in and out of the environment. And internal user network, you want it in the DMZ and the internal user network. And then you want host-based intrusion detection systems on each system in the environment. Anybody disagree?
No.
All right, here we go. Question number 2. Alice Bob and many other colleagues have spent months constructing a business continuity plan for their enterprise. What is the first test of their findings that should be conducted? Business continuity plan.
Was the
I'll
first?
go with Alpha.
Yep, just announce that you're ready if you are.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Shoot for who was that first one?
I'll go for Alpha, yeah.
Say again.
Okay, I'll go for the checklist test.
Anybody else?
That's what I went for too.
Yep.
That's all I was thinking. Checklist.
Yep. That's the least intrusive one. You don't have to get folks together. You could just send it out and see if that checklist of the order of activities on that checklist is adequate.
That's what I would have picked checklist.
Say again.
No, I was like, yeah, checklist. I would have picked
Okay.
checklist.
All right. Here we go. Number 3.
Oh my God, what the hell is this?
Which of the following is not a core principle of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development Guidelines, OECD? Is not one of their core principles. So this deals with privacy, PII information. Yeah, I think we've seen this one before. I'm ready if anyone else is.
I'm ready.
Right.
All right, go ahead and shoot.
Alpha. Yeah, alpha. That's
Yeah.
what
That one just seemed off.
As soon as it said subject should not be notified, I was like,
Yeah.
there you
Yeah, that's what I saw too.
go.
All right, number 4. Which of the following is a role for users in data asset security? A role for users in data asset security. When it comes to data asset security, what role should users have? All right, any takers? Or is anyone else ready?
Hello.
Yep, you ready?
I see.
I heard Charlie. Anybody else? No one, no takers. All right, I'm gonna go with Bravo.
Yeah, I was thinking B.
Performing duties within their responsibility is really all they can do.
Yeah.
All right, Tim and Sean, you guys good?
Yeah, I think it's B.
All right, question number 5. Which of the following is not a necessary characteristic of a Kerberos implementation?
Can we see this one?
Yeah, we've seen this one, and I don't think we did very well on it.
Was it alpha? I'm gonna go with alpha as well.
I have no idea on this
Yeah.
I feel you.
one. This-
I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'm not sure what they mean by transparent here. And
Yeah, that's the only reason why I picked it. It's the only one that like stands
I
out.
know
You know.
I know it's scalable. I believe it's reliable.
I'm not sure what they mean by cohesive either with respect to
I was thinking cohesive.
now, if by cohesive they mean that a single sign-on means that things are cohesive, and
Yeah, that's what I was thinking for cohesive. So it can't be cohesive because that's AD uses Kerberos, right? Or LDAP. Kerberos tickets go through, yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's cohesive. I don't know.
yeah, I think we chose transparent last time, and it seemed logical, but there
But
was
it was wrong.
a reason. I think it was, but we'll see. All right, number 6. What's the difference between configuration management and change management? We've definitely seen this one.
It was alpha.
You're supposed
Yeah.
to announce that you're ready.
I'm ready.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
apologize.
I agree.
I'll say that.
Number
Let's
7.
say alpha.
Windows and most Linux and Unix systems are based on the DAC model, discretionary access control. Which of the following is not true pertaining to the permissions that can be granted? What is not true pertaining to permissions with respect to discretionary access control? Hmm.
I think I'm ready.
All right,
ready.
go for it.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever.
D, I think. Wait, hang on.
I'm gonna go with Bravo, Don.
Change the mouse. Hey, that one, that could be the, yeah. Beard. That's what I think. It's your B.
The reason I say that is change is not one of the permissions. Shouldn't it be right instead of change?
It's either read,
Yeah.
write, I'm familiar with rewrite, execute.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
And delete.
Right. I think that's right. It's B. Never even heard of change allows you to use.
Yeah, I've never heard of change.
Even Linux doesn't have that.
And well, with Charlie, I'm not sure why it says read, write, execute, and delete. But okay, yeah, let's go ahead and go with with Bravo, and we'll see. Well, but then we have another one that says change will not allow. So we're looking for one that's not.
I
I
chose
think
B.
I think it's Delta.
I only chose that because that's kind of seemed off too. But
Yeah, I don't like. I'm not liking Bravo or Delta because they both say change. Um, I think Alpha's fine. I'm kind of leaning towards Charlie now because it says delete only. But yeah, we'll see.
Oh yeah. Well, I'd say delete only. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna.
Wait.
I'll take the bullet for this one.
only should I would assume that full control you have the permissions to delete, but I don't think that's a attribute, is it?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, yeah, I don't think that is an acronym or an attribute that you would select to provide as a permission to a user, right? Read,
Yeah.
write, execute. Well, I don't know. I don't know for sure. Was it X, Y? What are the symbols that they use?
WR
W
for
R, read, write, and is it X? Yeah,
RX and W.
RX and W.
RX
Yeah.
and W.
Yeah, that's right. It's R, the X.
All right, we'll take the L on that one. C on the back end. All right, number 8. Overriding and or degaussing are used to clear and purge all of the following except. Clear and purge all of the following except.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right, shoot.
Keep going.
Alpha.
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 And why alpha?
Because it doesn't seem right.
I was thinking
I thought
Bravo.
RAM clears by itself.
I feel like it's Bravo for some
I
reason.
don't
Isn't
even
it
know what
Bravo?
Bravo is. That's why I didn't say it. What is a data bus? I don't even know.
That's exactly why I picked
Well,
it.
first of all, I don't like the fact that overriding and degaussing are used synonymously here. Overriding and or degaussing. I mean, those are completely different things.
Yeah, you're right. They're very different.
Degaussing is much more. Degaussing would destroy the data and the media. Overriding is just gonna. It's not even gonna destroy the information, the data. It's just gonna change the pointers to it. So I don't like that. And then a data bus. I don't know what a freaking data. I've never heard of data bus before, so I'm gonna select that one. RAM. I
Don,
know.
which one is the one? There's one that is it degaussing or purging that doesn't work with hard drives. Is there one that doesn't work with hard drives?
Degaussing works with magnets. So if it's a media that doesn't use um, it isn't subject to magnetism, then it won't work on it. Like a magnetic strip,
Okay.
something like that. So we know it's secondary storage is one. Magnetic hard disks are definitely one. RAM to me,
They clear after power, after you power it off, right? So
yeah. If you RAM,
not sure
If
what
you,
question
if
that's
you
right.
want to, I mean, if you want to dig a little bit deeper, the RAM doesn't exist on any of the storage devices per se. It's always on the motherboards, right? Or in data buses, I think is my understanding is a communication buses between the RAM and another storage, connectivity, right? It could be the ROM or even the flash memory. Right? I'm just guessing this is from old days selling PCs. I could be wrong.
would you or is your selection alpha then?
I'm going alpha. I'm thinking alpha.
Okay.
And I'll be frank. It's more it's more for
Is
guts. So don't beat me up.
No, I like
is the
I like your explanation there. Who else was that?
yeah, no, I think he's
I
right
want
too. Is the flash memory the RAM or the ROM?
All right, we'll
Which
go with
one's
that.
considered flash memory, Don? Do you remember?
Say again.
Is it the RAM or the ROM that's considered flash memory?
RAM, random access. Because when you turn off the computer, like Steven said, the information.
That I think is wrong. That's wrong, right? Reach
ROM
that's just one.
is once you turn the system off, the information is still there.
Good discipline. Right.
Yeah, RAM is
Okay.
um,
Yeah, I think
volatile.
Gurmeet is right. I think it's alpha.
RAM is
We'll see.
volatile. ROM isn't. All right. Yeah, we spent enough time on this one. Let's go ahead and move on. Number 9, which of the following is not a result of a penetration test?
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alpha, right?
Yeah.
All right, what do you got?
Yeah.
Alpha.
Alpha.
Okay.
Oh man.
Yeah. Bravo and Charlie, I know are results. Evaluate incident response procedures.
I was thinking that one.
Actually, a pen test, is that going to be looking at their incident response?
But a pen test, you can't modify. It's saying modify the permissions. You can't do that.
But
Yeah.
which of the following is not a result? After a pen test, are you going to say they were able to
Then
bring this system?
yeah.
We need to change our access control permissions.
Yeah, you're gonna say what you should change, but you're not gonna change it yourself. You're not gonna modify. You're gonna evaluate, or you know what I mean?
I can see Delta too. I can see Delta. I was thinking
Because
Delta, but
identify and evaluate are both things that you do in a pen test, but you don't modify anything. You don't change anything.
But this question is saying which of the following is not a result. So after you do your pen test, you're an organization that's had a pen test done. What would you do afterwards, or what would you which would
oh yeah. So it's Delta because
So
you
you're
like
saying like,
if you do the pen test, you got a lot of vulnerabilities and stuff like that, and you need to modify your access control permissions. But it has
like
nothing to do with incident response.
yeah, like as a company, that's what you would do afterwards. But
Yeah.
as a pen tester, I don't think you would modify.
right?
No, he said, but it's saying the following is not a result. Like after you do the test,
Yeah,
what
that's
comes
true.
out of
I
it,
know.
the
Yeah,
result.
makes sense.
So you would, if you have a lot of vulnerabilities, modifying your access control permissions would be something you would do.
Yeah, I was reading it like you are the pen tester.
Yeah, I was reading it the other way around too.
All right, we'll see. We'll see on the back end.
We'll see. We'll see.
Number 10, out of the following steps in the development of a disaster recovery plan, which is the second step? Disaster recovery plan.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Can I go?
Yeah, go for it, man.
I'm thinking Charlie.
Yeah. I agree to say Charlie.
Yeah, I hate when they ask what's the second step. So what would be the first step in your opinion?
Is that prep?
Can't
Can't remember.
Alpha.
Develop.
I think if it's alpha, would Bravo be the next one?
Could have swore I saw that somewhere. In a second. I could be wrong. I don't know.
I don't know this one. I'm not. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you guys on this one. To conduct the BIA.
The only thing I have about this one, I thought BIA was like the second step of a BCP or something.
Oh yeah. This is a disaster recovery plan.
That before, and now it says a disaster recovery plan, which kind of confused me.
Yeah. This is a disaster recovery plan. This is not BCP.
Well, your overarching plan is business continuity, and then underneath that you can have disaster recovery, contingency planning. But a lot of organizations use those three interchangeably, right? They even throw in COOP.
But don't you have to do a BIA first before you can start thinking like developing your contingency plans and stuff?
Yeah.
You got to know what you're dealing with.
Yeah, you need a BIA for any of these, for contingency plan, for continuity of operations, or disaster recovery.
You gotta know where your baseline is, and then you gotta know where to go from there.
Yeah, let's go ahead and go with this one. We'll see. I don't like
We'll
these.
see.
I don't like these questions so far. Number 11, which of the following media types is the most easily tapped?
Gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm just guessing. I don't know. I'm ready.
All right, Sean, what do you think?
Let's say alpha.
Anybody else?
I say alpha. I know it's not D. I don't know what B and C are really.
Yeah, exactly.
The shielded twisted pair, I know the shielded one is not as easily tapped. It's just an unshielded twisted pair, right?
Yeah, it's untwisted and twisted.
Yeah, unshielded twisted pair. Yeah, coaxial. That's your cable TV cable.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that
What you think? You think of Tim?
I'm not sure about this one, honestly.
There's another Bush boy playing football. Remember Reggie Bush?
Hmm?
I gotta stop watching this draft. All right.
Yeah, man. This draft is a piece of crap.
I'm sorry.
I'm so mad, Don.
Number 12. Mark is the general manager of a large sporting goods national chain. He manages a Denver store with 50 employees to keep track of different products that have unique characteristics and coding. Mark sets up multiple inventory databases within his own store. At the end of every quarter, he combines the different databases and analyzes trends for his regular report to national headquarters. What type of database system is Mark using to create his report? Well, I think we've seen either this one or something similar to it. And because we're talking about, we've got a national chain, we've got different products that have unique characteristics.
Data warehouse.
I think I'm thinking Data Mart.
Data mart. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's Bravo.
Yeah, I don't know what is data mart.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Data. I think we chose Data Warehouse last time because that's the only one we're familiar with. But I think
Yeah,
Data Mart is specifically for different types of products or categorizing products within a database. But yeah, we'll see. We'll learn something. Number 13, a control objectives for information and related technology, COVID, is a framework and a set of best practices. Which of the following provides an incorrect characteristic of COVID? We talked about COVID for being a framework. It's a high level set of best practices, tells you what to do, but not necessarily how to do it. I'm not sure who developed it. I don't know if it was ISACA or not, or ITI or to ITGI. I'll take their word for it though. I think Bravo is correct. I'm not sure that COVID, that majority of regulation, compliance, and audits are built on COVID. I've never heard that before, and I'm not sure if it has 5 domains or not. So, unless anybody's got anything, any more information, we're gonna
Yeah, I'll go C.
Yeah,
take a blind guess on this one and learn something on the back end.
Sounds pretty subjective.
Number 14, which of the following refers to the data left on the media after the media has been erased?
I'm ready.
The layup, go for it.
Yep.
The D.
Yes, sir.
Residual, just like
Visual.
erasing something written in pencil, the indentation is still there. Number 15, which is not true of PGP? Perfectly good protection.
I thought PGP was pretty good privacy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is, right?
Yeah.
I'll trust your take on it.
I have it on my Mac.
Determine how much.
Tested it out once to encrypt some.
Yeah, I've played around with it before. Kept in key rings. The keys are kept in keyring files.
The fuck is a keyring file?
Yeah, I guess something you would actually like a thumb drive or something you keep on your keyring. And it is possible to do that, but PGP doesn't, by default, it's not going to do that for you. Is it a hierarchical trust model, or is it it's a peer-to-peer model, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
It's
I
a
was-
peer-to-peer.
Yeah. It's
So is alpha.
yeah. If I install PGP, and I want to encrypt messages with someone else, they would have to also install PGP, and we would share our. I believe it's symmetric cryptography. We exchange our secret key with each other, our secret keys with each other. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with alpha here because I don't think it's hierarchical. I think it's peer-to-peer.
Yeah, I feel like alpha will contradict.
All right, number 16, which of the following has the advantages of ease of reusing code and reduces maintenance? Ease of reusing code and reduces maintenance. Oh, okay. I think this is
Interesting question.
relates to some of our course material, but from a slightly different perspective.
Alpha. I'm ready.
Right.
Too late. Anybody else?
Thinking C. I don't know why, but I'm thinking C.
I think it's A or B.
Now I know with object-oriented programming, it allows you to, it reduces the amount of code that you have to write. Not so sure about reducing maintenance, but this one is referring to object-oriented database. I can only imagine that it provides the same thing for probably the same reasons in terms of being able to reuse code. If you've got different objects, you can, most of the code that you have to write is the relationships between those objects and not necessarily the code for the objects. I'm going to go with alpha, I think. Yeah, I don't like Charlie, Delta. I think those are out altogether. And I think Bravo is a red herring. I'm going to go with alpha. All right. 17. How many steps are required for the dynamic host configuration protocol, DHCP, for the initial assignment of an IP address? What are they, and in what order do they occur? DHCP. DHCP is a service that allows you to get dynamic IP addresses instead of having static IP addresses on your host. Alpha is talking about
Ready?
the three-way TCP/IP three-way handshake.
I'm ready.
Go for it.
I think it's C, or I know it's B or C. I know there's a discover in there.
Hmm.
I think. There's like a discovery. I forgot what that thing is called.
Oh, I don't know this one. I was thinking it was alpha, and you said no. So,
No, Alpha. That's TCP. That's the three-way handshake. I know. It can't be
yeah,
Alpha.
I know, but that's the only one I. That's the only one I know.
No
I've
DHCP.
never seen his other ones.
Well, I'm gonna, if I choose Bravo, I'm gonna hate myself because they gave me two options that have 4, which makes me think it's got to be one of those two. So
I know it's B or C. I know there's a discovery. Like
Charlie
little.
first. All right, so let's go with Charlie, and Stephen will make us all feel small.
There's a discover in somewhere because I just configured something the other day.
Okay. All right, number 18, data classified according to which of the following classifications could cause damage to national security if disclosure in an unauthorized manner? If disclosed in an unauthorized manner. Data classified according to which of the following classifications could cause damage to national security?
Um.
I'm ready.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready. Me too.
All right, go for it.
I think it's C.
I think it's
Not
Bravo.
sure if it's a trick question, but in the military, we always were taught. I think confidential was damage, then it was secret was serious damage, and then top secret was exceptionally grave damage, and B kind of like. Actually, wait, confidential. Yeah, confidential is the lowest
Yeah, so
government one.
I'm thinking Bravo.
yeah, I'm thinking
I think it'd be-
Bravo because
Yeah, it could be both. Yeah, serious damage, but then it's either B or C. That's all that stuck out to me.
all right. Number 19, which of the following is not a purpose to develop and implement a disaster recovery plan? Not a purpose.
I'm ready.
Or
Delta. Is that more of a business continuity?
I was thinking B. I thought B was more BCP. Extend backup operations to extend more.
yeah, my initial thought was Bravo.
Yeah,
Um,
that seemed. Hmm. Yeah, now it could be D
But
too.
yeah, B would include, doesn't matter where it sits, it'd still be a component of a DR plan, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Extend backup operations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess yeah, D then perhaps.
now for disaster recovery, we need a BIA, right, in order to plan our disaster recovery. Business functions. And that delta is really speaking to a BIA.
All right, it's not that then.
Not a purpose to develop. Well, it's
C,
not.
Charlie.
We're not going to develop the purpose of developing the plan. What's our purpose for developing a plan? To be able to recover quickly.
Yeah.
to detect disasters and be able to recover quickly. Our purpose is not going to be to outline business functions, right? We're going to need to outline business functions in order to do that, but the purpose of doing it definitely provides steps for both. Definitely
Yeah,
to
but isn't, yeah, but I would think D would be a layer well below, more for lack of better, more fundamental than a DR. I mean, that's a fundamental thing you would have even before you think of a DR, right?
Yeah, let's go here. I think this is probably the hardest set of questions we've had so far.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty hard, man.
This is a rough
I
one.
can't comment the second shot, so.
I'm recording this one, but I might not be able to post this. All right, number 20. What is the network time protocol and why is it important in security assessments? So is it peer-to-peer or client-server?
I think it's client. It's client server. It's either B or D.
Yeah, my guess, I think it's most probably D.
No, I configured NTP servers on those Red Hats, and there's usually 3 that you configure to so they can all match. So when the data is fed to like Splunk or something, but I'm not sure.
I
Yeah,
think
so
this,
I don't think it can be Bravo because it says it's a client server protocol, but then the second part of it says to ensure that peer systems time-based authentication. I do like Delta.
Yeah, I'm thinking Delta.
yeah, deltas,
Thinking Delta
because
too.
I worked on routers, so on router security, so when you configure, you have to have the right timestamps, right?
Right. All right. We have consensus. Number 21, in the software capability and maturity model, which of the following is not a defined maturity level?
I'm ready.
Yeah, this is a layup.
Oh yeah, me too.
Go for it.
Delta.
Delta?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Oriented.
final answer.
Yeah, right. All right, 22, an ARP cache provides what type of information?
I'm ready.
Yeah, me too. Anybody else?
No, I don't know this one.
Yeah, I'm ready to. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, go for it, Gurmeet.
I think it should be A as well.
Yep, Stephen.
Hey, it
I
has
mean,
to be
that's what I would have picked.
Yep.
ARP. I was thinking.
DNS
Yeah.
resolves IP to MAC address. ARP resolves
Yep.
IP. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I always use the ARP TAC A command on the Windows.
see, Stephen, that you engineers, I think, make the best. If they can make the transition to cyber, you make the best cybersecurity practitioners because you have the hands-on experience.
Yeah, they have me doing lots of
Exactly.
stuff and engineering stuff at work. So.
That's why this test is not fair. Like to people in the
Yeah,
cyber world,
I
we
get
don't
burnt
deal with all this.
because the exam is decisions.
Yeah, you get burned on the conceptual stuff and the thinking like a manager, thinking from a
Yeah,
manager perspective.
I got burned 3 times. Okay.
Dude, I know some PhDs who've been through it 4 or 5 times, but they don't stop until they get it. You know. All right, 23. Which of the following does not have the correct definition mapping? Not have the correct definition mapping.
I'm ready. I can only narrow it down to 2.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm ready.
this is a technical set of questions we've had tonight.
Yeah,
I
this
think
is
it's
crazy.
C or D, but I just
I'm gonna
never.
say C.
I don't even know what that one is. ST.
Yeah, I'm thinking, Charlie. I don't know what synchronous DRAM is and why
Yeah, I'm thinking. I think Charlie.
something would need to synchronize with input output on a
It's the
RAM.
longest one. It's the longest one. I'm going with that.
Yeah. You know I don't like those general recommendations for selecting. Like when
That's
in
what my
doubt,
boot camp guy said. The boot camp guy said, if all fails, you just don't know the answer.
No,
Most of the time, you
I
have
learned
to.
in Navy. If you don't know, see your way out
see you
and select C.
Yeah, yeah.
You said what? See your way out.
Yeah, longest one. That's how we.
Yeah, the longest one. That's what he
C,
told us. He's
C
like,
is the longest one, so it has to be that one.
he said the percentages is higher for the longest one. If you really just don't know.
Wow. All right.
Oh, this is
I would never tell a group of students to do that, but okay.
He sure did tell us that. He sure did.
All right, number 24. The 1987 Montreal Protocol dealt primarily with which of the following items? I didn't know there was a 1987 Montreal Protocol. And I've been to Montreal. Didn't know they had a protocol.
I heard this for the first time.
So halon is for fire suppression systems. CO2 deals with
With with fire too.
Even Organite does the same, yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna say
Oh, Delta.
with halon replacing or being
yeah. I'll
being
do.
replaced with FM 200. All
Oh,
right.
you on Holland? Okay. Yeah, I didn't know this one at all.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but
I think it's because that only makes sense. That I think they were phasing it out. They
yeah.
only have it on like ports.
Oh yeah. You could be right. Yeah, you might be right.
All right. Final one, number 25. Which of the following is usually not considered when classifying data? I think I know what this one is.
Which of the following is usually not considered?
We know we're supposed to consider confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Those aren't options. If anybody,
I'm ready. I'm going for
Yeah,
D
ready.
as a guess.
I'm
D
thinking
or
I'm thinking Charlie, the age of the data.
Yeah, I was thinking Charlie.
yeah,
That's what I was
C or D.
thinking.
I didn't know which one, so
Yeah, I'm thinking the age.
That
definitely.
doesn't matter. The age of it doesn't matter. That's not.
Yeah, it shouldn't matter. Yeah.
Age ain't
I was
nothing
thinking
but a
Charlie.
number.
That's what I would. That's what I would have picked.
All right.
I was
I
too
have
scared
a
to
thing.
say something.
I
Oh
have
God,
to
let's
get this
cross.
one.
Let's pray first.
Yeah, that's right.
Please, God,
Here we go.
please.
Ooh.
Oh, we failed.
This is like the same exact score I get on my real thing.
It's all going up on
So you-
YouTube.
Percent.
Let's see here. Man, right off the bat, NIDs in all segments that need to be monitored and HIDs on at least the database web servers. Wow, okay. A network sensor cannot monitor encrypted traffic because it does not have the intelligence algorithm and necessary keys. So if there is an SSL connection that extends from one system to another within an organization, the NIDs will not be able to review the traffic. Oh goodness, this is some technical security plus stuff here.
Heavy stuff.
I'll take the L on that one. Checklist was a layup. This number 3 was a layup also. for PII. This one was pretty easy, performing duties within their responsibility as far as users and data asset security responsibilities. Yeah, see, I thought
What's
we did this
cohesion?
last time. So Kerberos needs to be transparent, which means it's working in the background without their user needing to understand it. Okay, and so not in terms of hiding data or protecting data, but in terms of what the users are doing and not seeing what's happening in the background. Scalable, working in a large heterogeneous environment, reliable distributed server architecture to ensure that there is no single point of failure, provide necessary security. Cohesion is a distractor. Okay. Now that we know what transparent means with respect to Kerberos, can't
That
get
was a trick question.
change management is a business process. Configuration management is an operational process. Change allows a user to read and write only. So DAC, discretional access control, can be applied to both the directory structure and the files they contain. In the PC world, we have access permissions of no access, read, write, execute, delete, change. Okay, I wasn't familiar with the change and delete, and full control. The change attribute will allow you to read, write, execute, and delete the file, but will not allow you to change the access controls. Okay. Actually, I want to take a picture of this one. All right. Yeah, we were kind of thinking data buses, but we weren't sure. The process of degaussing is achieved by bypassing
Yep,
or
data bus.
bypassing
That's
the
what I
magnetic
said.
media through a powerful magnet field. Resonate a metallic particles, completely removing any resemblance of the previously recorded signal. Degaussing, overriding, and destruction constitute the sanitation of some media.
Sean got that one. Data buses. I was a guess though.
I didn't even know what data buses was.
Me either. I totally guessed. Sometimes you're lucky.
Is not a result of pen testing, modifying access. Wow, okay. Pen testing does not involve making any changes or modifications within a network. So, Tim, I think you were on the right track with respect.
No, that was Sean. That was Sean.
Hey, homie, that was definitely me.
Yeah, no, Tim was
Was
saying
you?
was saying that this was from the perspective of the pen tester. And this is saying pen testing does not involve making any changes or modifications within the network. So I think this question is a bit misleading, but
Trick.
oh well. All right, conduct the BIA is the second step.
Yep. All right.
Twisted pair
Got
is
that right. Twisted
very
pair.
common and inexpensive, but can be easily tapped. All right, we'll give that one to Stephen. Data mart is a subset of organizational data store, usually oriented to a specific purpose or major data subject. That word mart, when I think of a store having multiple products, and I think of the word data mart. Cobit is broken. That's wrong. I don't like this question. I didn't realize though that majority of regulations, or regulation compliance and audits, are built on COVID. Residual, that was a layup. PGP is not a hierarchical trust model. It's a freeware email security program developed by Zimmerman. Does not use a hierarchical trust model as in PKI or web-based trust. This means individual users determine to what degree they trust each other. So it's sort of a peer-to-peer model. That's right on this one. OODB, object-oriented database, has the characteristics of ease of reuse code and analysis, reduced maintenance, and an easier transition from analysis of the problem to design and implement. I just think of those objects as an object-oriented programming and don't need to write as much code. Yeah, we guessed right on this one. Three-way handshake. So discover, offer, request, and acknowledge. For DHCP, I'd never seen that before. Oh, Stephen, you were right on this one. Confidential is one of them.
That's what the Navy uses, is confidential is damage, serious damage, and then the top secret is exceptionally grave damage.
Okay. Is that IL3 or IL4? We're using those IL levels now with respect to cloud environments anyway. Not a purpose to develop and implement a disaster recovery plan. We guessed right on that one. Actually, I think we performed pretty well on this one. The ones we got wrong, I think were, poorly written questions or just, we just guessed incorrectly, but we were close. This is another Stephen.
I know services. I configure NTP all the time.
Yeah. System logs. Ensure the system logs have timestamps. Oriented, that was a layup. IP and MAC addressing, that was a layup for ARP. Oh, we got some right that we probably shouldn't have.
I knew this one had to be CRD. Definitely not AB. So you can read that from the web power.
So synchronous DRAM synchronizes itself with the system CPU and synchronizes signal input and output on the RAM chip. So that is a real thing. It's just not correct for this one. Man, we got a lot right, a lot more right than I thought we would. Halon has been identified as a chemical that can deplete the ozone layer and produce toxic chemicals at extremely high temperatures, so it can kill people. Replaced by FM200. Which of the following is not considered when classifying data? Wow. The user base of the data, really? The age matters? Who might use the data is dependent upon its usefulness, but doesn't factor into how it's classified. Wow.
Yeah.
No, I never would have selected that one. Okay. All right, we got our butts kicked tonight, so we'll meet again on Saturday at noon, and then we go for Tuesday and Thursday again next week at 9 p.m. And we're just over an hour. All right, fellas, take care. Have a good night.